I knew that I was healing and not just moving on from stuff like brushing under rug how I used to. So I feel like I had two like really traumatic things happen to me in October, November. But even in spite of that, I still had peace.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I went through my emotions. I felt like I almost felt set back in a lot of stuff I was doing. Because I was like, how did you end up here again? But even in that, it's like I was at peace and I said, I could have been going through this still staying with my mom. I'm here.
That's true.
I had comfort when I came home from the chaos or after whatever I was going through, who I was going through it with, I would come home and I could sleep peacefully. I could wake up in the morning and I could start implementing the routines and the stuff that I know worked for me during my depression and worked my way through it. It was not I didn't feel like I hit rock bottom to come back up. Like, I was able to really navigate that thing. And I was like, yo, you've really grown. My therapist told me that. She was like, I know you feel bad because you work so hard to not let stuff like this happen.
Right.
And you feel like you kind of get back here. She said, but you have grown so much. She was like, this is not the same situation you was in last year. She said, it's the same physical stuff that you see. She said, but the way that you're handling it, she said,
it's
the way
different.
that you is totally different. And I was like, okay. That just made me continue to realize, like, yo, you got what you need. You have everything you need. Knowledge-wise, spiritual-wise, you have your support system, the people that you're supposed to be connected with. Your mindset, you really are different, and therefore I can release those thought patterns about myself that no longer serve me. I'm not the little girl who was passed around from family member to family member. I'm not a burden to people. People actually enjoy my presence. I don't have to just show up when I know they like this part of me, or let me be over here until I can show up in the way that I know they enjoy.
Yeah.
Because that was major for me and with everybody in my life. And I realized a lot with Britt. But it really helped me realize that, yo, it don't have to be just this, like, you're a likable person.
You are. I tell you that all the time.
But just trauma. Like, trauma really have you thinking.
It really plays on your mind. Like, for real.
So, yeah, I have to thank you for saying that, because I was like, one of the things that got me getting on me about lately is give yourself credit. Like, you don't give yourself credit. You always so focused on where you're going that you don't even see what you've already done. You have accomplished so much. You have done so much. So it was like, yo, like 2020 came in, did its thing, and really I feel like developed us into who we gonna be. I have to say that.
I feel the same. When you said peace, I definitely like having peace of mind. I don't know if I've ever been here. That's why I posted a picture that was like some months ago. It was in October, and I was like, this piece is personal. It's so personal because I'm like, bro, I don't know if I ever had this level of peace of mind. Like, it's just different. But segueing into what you just said, I definitely think one of my favorite episodes, another one of my favorites, is Loving Someone from a Distance.
Yes.
Part 2.
Oh my God.
And I think for both of us, from trauma and just from how we grew up and because of who we wanted to be in people's lives, I think on both family side and friendship side, we both had to really navigate learning if we love somebody from afar, or if we say we can't do that, it's not necessarily always a reflection of us.
Exactly.
It's just, this is what happened. Sometimes it is a reflection of the other person, but I think 2019 definitely for both of us has okay, what is this? I don't know what's going on. But I think because we both kind of came to grips with, we don't have to be heroes for people. We don't have to save people. We don't have to, just like you said, we don't have to alter oh, I can't talk about this if I'm around such and such. I think because we finally just got comfortable and loved on and appreciated who was showing up for us as much as we were showing up for them, I feel like that took a weight off of us to not play these roles, and we weren't even getting the same thing in return. So it's just kind of that's probably gonna be my favorite episodes of the season, because I feel like so many people struggle with that because you don't want to let certain people go. You don't want to treat family a certain way because, you know, that's a whole different set of challenges. But it's like sometimes the end result is way better than living in that state of confusion and just, it's unstable. It's just a bunch of just chaos and dysfunction. So I really think I appreciated just everybody that I had around me in 2020. Like, everybody just fucking bombed. Yeah. Like, I agree. I have zero complaints in that area. But I know that I had to go through 2019 to get there. So yeah.
Top 2. That's top 2 for me.
Yeah.
From a distance, because it was our life. I swear it was our life right then. And like I said, like, implementing that though, you just see how it feels better. It feels good than trying to always figure out.
It does.
Did I offend somebody or this or that? No, let people just be. Like, let just be. And that doesn't mean that your love for them has to change. You might just need to give them a break. Like, people, it's okay. Like, it's normal. So I'm gonna say top 2. So I'm gonna say navigating depression is 1. Loving from a distance is probably 2. I think most relatable, well, all of them were relatable. I can't even say most relatable, but the one that I feel like, because sometimes we'll have like guests on, or we'll do episodes that we can expound on that maybe we went through a time before that's not as current, but I think one that I feel like that whole episode was just literally me talking about what I was going through currently was moving through fear. Like, I really appreciated that episode. Yes. For sure. It was like I was almost talking, I was saying my experience, but I was kind of talking myself through, like, real live currently in that moment, pushing myself through and talking to myself in the front. That was just, I think I felt that one in the moment as we were recording it more than anyone. Like, that one I feel like it's always gonna, because I feel like I've been facing my fears ever since then, for real.
I feel like that's it's a timeless episode because we always are going to be at a point where we're going to be fearful, like always. So I feel like it's definitely timeless because it's kind of like, whether it's today, whether it's a couple months from now, that's definitely an episode that, like, you can look at and just be like,
play it over and over.
Okay, like, I need to stop tripping. Like, I really need to stop being afraid. So yeah, I like that episode a lot too. I really did. It was good.
Yes.
I'm not gonna ask you what you're looking forward to in the next year because I just feel like
I've been told to
I ain't fucking with 2020. And,
y'all are seeing 2021.
And nothing that came with 2020. So I ain't even about to ask no predictions or nothing. I will ask you, what are your, like, top 3 things that you, so kind of like a summary of everything we talked about. If you can narrow it down to like 3 things, what would you be, like, either the most proud of? What are, like, your top moments? What were, like, the best things about 2020 in spite of this pandemic and all that came with it?
I have to say, I think the highlight of the year for me was starting my self-care workshops. When since I was a little girl, I've always seen me doing that kind of thing, like being with a bunch of women and us healing and being enlightened together, and just, I never knew how it was going to happen. So for me to meet my roommate and then we go into that, and for me to see the way it impacted, I was like, this is it. This is what, like, it was like fire under my ass. And so I realized if we made that type of impact just off of, okay, God put this burning thing in my gut, do it. Don't try to put time in. And we didn't, it was structured, but when I, like, sitting down and dedicating myself to how I could have, for it to be impactful with it was, and it was just on some, this is an idea I got and I'm going to go with it. It made me just realize, 1, what's important in life, and 2, what my purpose is, my calling, and how the same way that I can diligently dedicate myself to other things that like that I enjoy, like, I can be serious about my passion as well. So, like, it really inspired me to, like, really get into, like, researching a lot of the stuff that I was doing, like, really educating myself. So we're revamping that whole thing to really be as impactful as it can be, and that's probably that was the highlight of 2020 for me. So that was one. Two, I have to say, just navigating my relationships. Like, I feel like nothing is as serious as it was no more for me. I just really have learned that it don't matter. Like, it just don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the shit that I play over and over in my head, the stuff that I be worried about. What the fuck? Like, why am I doing this? Like, what? It was 2020 was like, bitch. Woo!
Girl.
So my ability to love without attachment. That is probably, I don't know which one is one or two between them two. My ability to love people without attachment. That was probably my second highlight of the year. And lastly, I'm trying to think. Definitely moving.
Okay.
Definitely moving. Like, I don't even know if I should even put that up there, but me being able to just cultivate my own space was everything.
I was going to say, I feel like if it's important to you, then definitely.
Okay, so like top three, I'm gonna say moving, because now I know that where I'm headed now, for real. So it's like being able to like step out on my own and go into my own. What about you?
My number one would be projects that I've done. So I feel like us starting this was one for
That's
me.
what I was saying. Because this ain't going nowhere. It's just,
it's not. This is like this is it. Like us starting this, me like really getting into like doing reviews, just really like just saying like fuck it, like I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do. I got the time to, so I'm going to. And this other thing that I can't speak on yet because it's not done, but stuff that I'm launching in 2021. Like, I'm just fucking excited that, like you said, we always have ideas, but to actually sit down and be like, no, for real, like, I'm gonna do this. Like, yeah, like, I'm just gonna do it. It's just, that was definitely it for me, especially considering a lot of people were, you know, suffering with depression and just living in their own mind, because, you know, you can't, all our distractions were kind of taken away from us for the most part. So just to not be sucked into, you know, no, Brittany, you can't do that, just doubting myself. So I would say that was one. Two, I would say, I just love everybody in my life.
Yes.
I just love them. Like, everybody is just, I don't know if I've ever been myself to this degree with the people around me, wrong, right, or indifferent.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful to have like genuine, great, just people around you that, you know, whatever you come with, however you are, not saying that they accept or they say that, you know, that was fucked up, but that's okay. Like, even people who have had to tell me, like, Brittany, no, you can't do that. Don't say that. No, that's not right. Even in me being, you know, corrected, it's just all love. It is. It's out of love. It's just a beautiful feeling. My number three would be, I feel like after 2019, I had to find myself again, and I feel like I finally did. So my number three, which I guess these are in descending order. Ascending order, sorry. My top thing would be getting back to myself.
I know that's right.
Cause I felt like 2019, I was like lost in the sauce. In summer 2020, I was. But I felt like coming towards the end of this year, I finally felt like Brittany again. So that would be like my number one thing. So yeah.
Freaking love it.
Me too.
I got just like yes. So despite a crazy year, y'all. We still going through a bunch of mess right now. It's like if we want to talk about politics and all that other stuff.
Girl.
Despite that, y'all, we hope that you have been able to find some light, some type of light, some type of something you can look back and be like, I'm proud of that. That was a aha moment for me. I was able to enjoy it because so many people just dealt with so many losses, including us.
Yeah, we did.
But being able to see even through the loss, like when you lose something, there's something else coming, and that there's lessons and everything. Like everything happens for a reason, and I think 2020 just completely. If you never believed it before, I don't see how you can now. Like literally, everything just it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Put yourself in position and let life work for you. Like literally.
And as Shawana said earlier, bet on yourself.
Come on.
Bet on yourself.
Because you can.
You can. You really freaking can. Just bet on yourself. I promise you. I promise you. Everything is on the internet.
Okay.
Every freaking thing is on the internet. So if it's something you want to do, something you want to start, I promise you, if you Google it, you go on YouTube, you're going to find it. It's literally there. Everything is there that you want to do.
And now is the time to do it.
It is.
It is. I'm telling you, if you ever want to, I don't give a damn what it is. Like Brittany said, everything is on Google.
Everything.
You can do it. Like, it's nothing you can't do. And let us be proof.
For real.
That there's nothing that you can't do.
For real.
So I ain't gonna speak for Britt, but I know I'm extremely excited just for everything like that we're doing individually, everything that we're doing collectively, the stuff that and the people in our lives, we can see that stuff just untrickling. Like I just see everybody literally walking into completion. Like I am excited.
I am too. I am too. It's definitely a new state of being. Period.
And thank you guys for taking this journey with us, for riding with us, for hanging in there through all our twists and changes and revamps, and we still developing. But I'm telling y'all, like this, I know for certain. I thank God for Brittany. I really do. Like to be able to just sit with somebody with a like mind. Yes, I always do. I don't mean to, but I am, and I feel like I need to tell people in my life more how appreciative I am of them because I can't see me doing this with nobody else. I really can't. And
that's how I feel. And I think, like, okay, I always be saying this, but y'all, this is really how we be having conversations. Like, these are legit, like, we just be talking. Like, these are our conversations. But I will say, even though we have these conversations, I feel like we can bounce back from difficult conversations.
Yes.
So even though like I might need to say something to Shawana and I be having anxiety because I be like, Lord, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how I don't know how she gonna take this. She might cuss me out. She might be like, Brittany, what the fuck? But I feel like nothing has like altered our friendship, which I am appreciative of because I feel like that is the one thing that can be difficult. Like you don't know. Friendship does not come with the handbook, and having difficult conversations does not come with the handbook. So I feel like anytime where I've had to bring something to your attention or be like, Shawana, what the fuck?
If I can count how many times I heard that from Brittany last year.
Like, it's just, you know.
And I'd be like, Brittany,
it's still like all good. Like, it's okay. It is okay. Like, in the moment, like, I just be like, I'm so confused. Like, I don't even know how we got here, but okay.
Y'all, I sent Brittany up the wall. I already know. I sent Brittany up the wall. I sent myself up the wall, so I know. And I feel like we were able to do that because we know it really don't matter what we have to come to a head to. It's all out of love. Like we don't have no ill feelings towards each other. There's no ulterior motives.
No.
It's like we are who we are. Like stuff shit gonna happen. We learning together. We growing together, and that's how it should be. Every friendship, I feel like partnership, whatever. I feel like you should be able to be that way. It shouldn't be just one way all the time. Like you should be able to navigate whatever comes your way.
And I feel like I need to say this. I don't know who this is for. But I appreciate the fact that I never feel like shit is a competition with us.
Yes!
Like I never get that fucking energy. No. Like ever. And I don't know who this is for.
Say it, Brett.
You can tell. I know people are close to y'all. I know such and such been your ride or die. Somebody been your brother. All that stuff. That's great. That's phenomenal. You can tell when somebody is legit like happy and excited and wants to support versus when it's like,
ooh,
like, oh yeah, like girl, that's cool, whatever. Okay. Like, oh, I'm happy for
also,
you. Like,
you
girl,
still
great. Oh, you still do? Okay, it's cute, whatever. Like, it's never none of that. Never.
Or those who get quiet.
Ooh, quiet, baby.
Okay, they be hanging out, lingering around, but
ooh,
quiet when stuff starts going good for you. Some people
just
like,
disappear, just die down.
No, just
it's never that, and I just feel like whether you and somebody work in the same field, whether y'all have the same interests, I feel like y'all should be able to exist together without feeling like, oh damn, she doing what I wanted to do. Like, why? Like,
your way of doing things is your way. And I feel like I need to say that too, because a lot of people think, well, I can't do it because somebody else is doing it. But if you have a heart to do it, you're really gonna deny what you feel like you're supposed to be trying because somebody else is doing it. They're doing it their way. You can do it your way. There's so many ways to do a lot of things. And I just feel like we gotta stop looking at what other people are doing. Allow people to do what they do and just stay true to yourself. And like Brittany said, like, connect yourself with people who root for you and trust your intuition, because like she said, you can tell.
You can feel it.
You can feel the energy.
You can feel it.
You can tell. What's for you is for you. It's not gonna pass you by. There's no need to ever compete with anybody.
No.
It's not.
Even if you have a similar idea to somebody, like Shawana said, 9 times out of 10, the way y'all want to execute it though is not going to be the same. It's just not. There have been plenty of times me and Shawana have literally been like, oh, I want to do that. But the way we want to do it is different.
Totally different.
It's not the same. So it's just like, why? Shit don't have to be a competition. I'm sorry I went on a tangent, but
no, but for real,
that like bothers me to no end, because I feel like people don't understand. You can exist with somebody who have the same interests as you. Y'all, but y'all not gonna be down to the T the same thing. Like, y'all gonna have similarities and y'all are gonna have differences. Like, that's okay. Just don't look at them as like, oh, she stole my idea. Now somebody stole the idea that's different.
Yeah.
But
even then, I still feel like it's not.
It ain't your idea.
Come on.
It's not. It's just not your idea. Yeah. So I just feel like, yeah, thanks for rocking with us, because this has been great for us. Professionally and personally.
I say both ends.
Yeah,
both
I feel like this has been good for us.
I feel like the professional side helped us really. I feel like that helped us more so with saying what we need to say to each other too.
Yes.
Because it's like, okay, that so yeah, it's supposed to work that way. I don't know about nobody else. I love that all my business relationships right now are my friends. These are like family to me. So I don't know. I wouldn't want to just be straight business with anybody. I want to be able to flow in all areas. I feel like that's how you flourish, like, for real. So thank God for this connection.
Yes.
I'm just excited. I wouldn't have it any other way. Completely honest.
Me either.
So anything else?
I think we can end it. That was good. That was good.
So again, thank you guys for rocking with us.
Yes.
We cannot wait for whatever new endeavors God has for us on the horizon.
Yes. Have an amazing January. I ain't gonna say 2021.
We hope that January has already been as bomb for you as it has been.
Yes. I hope you had an amazing New Year's night, because I'm not about to speak on nothing 2021. Yes, I hope
you'll see.
Yes. I hope you guys have an amazing month and you come see us for season 2. Please. Yes, you're gonna enjoy it. Come on.
I feel like you're gonna love it. So.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
All right, y'all. See y'all next time.